Hello. How are you? easily see how many players you need to cut. Here are some recommendations to get you started. It's week 6 of the National Football League, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme today. It's the Bengals and the Giants on Sunday night.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior, whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and he's doing everything in his power to follow through. And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Looking to throw, Lawrence rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Flush to his right. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Well, that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. And the Bengals make their way out on offense for the first time, led by their fifth-year quarterback out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Now a short one to Gesicki. Down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not. And he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Brown. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk,
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Flowers. And they'll make sure he's touched down. No, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. From the gun, a give to Brown.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That went out wide and intercepted.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
New York set to take the field.
Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence.
He'll bice, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long. Facing 2nd and a bundle. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level.
Point after try forthcoming. He missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. This is Brown going up the middle. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
During that run, an injury here We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Why not 26?
Here's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
You.
His head
back.
was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
My, if maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. On play action, Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Burrow will throw. He finds his receiver, Watson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They were losers a week ago to Baltimore, but they lead things here as they start 1st and 10. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And Chase will go in motion left.
Now it's Burrow. He finds Watson. It's caught. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. An inside give, Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now Burrow. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's going to go down again. Dexter Lawrence, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
McPherson's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
On the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Sliding out of the pocket. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
3rd down and 1. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be brought down in what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
Now Lawrence. Again, it's Johnson.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now 2nd and 5. They go play action with Lawrence.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Logan Wilson, his 2nd sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Lawrence flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Gesicki hauling in the quick throw.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he stopped immediately there. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And just shy of the red zone at the 21. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. T. Higgins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Escapes the defender.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught. 25. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10.
And he gets it inside the The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Lawrence. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
This is 3rd and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. That's caught by Johnson.
A gain of 6 yards. Brings up 4th down and goal.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.